Hello guys, my name is Kauton and I'm here to take you on another surpac tutorial. In this case, there is someone who requested a tutorial on how to constrain a block model so that you can only have blocks which are within our pit, not above and not below, just something which is already what we are having that we can mine. So what you need is the block model for that area, so you can drag it here. Then you have the pit design and the current topo. So these are our DTMs. So this is our, if you check, there is some mining which is okay here on our topo, current topo, and this is the pit that was designed. So we want to mine up to design, but we want to know whatever we are having in that pit in terms of gold content. So when we are displaying the pitch, when we are displaying the blocks, we want the blocks which are below the topo but at the same time above the PDTM, so that we have everything that we can mine. So the first thing that we do, again, I have loaded the block model. You just drag it and drop it on the screen. Then you come here, then you say display. We want to display blocks, then you say apply. As you can see, when we apply the blocks, it gives us all the blocks which are in the block model regardless of their values. So we are having everything like this. I hope you can see, which means we are having some of the blocks which are outside our pit design. So from here, what you can do, you can come here to block model, then you come to constraints, then you say new constraint. So the first constraint that you want to do, you are constraining the blocks according to the AU PPM that you are having. You can have you can constrain to domain, to gold content, to section, depending on whatever you are having on the block model and what you want to use it for. In this case, I want to use the AU PPM. So I want to constrain it to blocks which are greater than 0.5, which is our lowest grade. 0.5, we don't want anything which is beyond 0.5. Then after doing so, you just say apply. This is our first constraint. Then the second constraint, which is constraint B, we want to constrain by DTM. Then we select the DTM. Before I forget, you have to mark the directory that has the folder that has your DTM and block modules as your working directory. So in this case, we want the topo. Then we open. Again, we want something which is below the topo, not above. So we untick the above. Then we edit. This is our second constraint. Then our third constraint again. Sorry, it should be the DTM. What type of a DTM? We want the pit design DTM. Open. In this case, on the pit design, we want something which is above the pit design. So we just say apply. There are many constraint types that you can do. You can constrain by elevation, by x coordinates, z plane, 3D. It's up to you. In this case, you want to use this. This is the simplest way to go. Then here, save to constrain. You are now naming the constraint. So I'm going to name this constraint as our. I can say it curly. I want to name it as Kali so that I can get to it. Then we just say apply. So as you can see in our working directory, now we have a constraint that is written kali.con, which means it's now a constraint. We can now go to that constraint and drag it to our screen. As you can see, now the blocks, we now have blocks which are in our pit. So I can, even if you check on the top, we have blocks which are in the pit. Sometimes those blocks, there are some blocks which are partially inside and partially outside. You can always edit that in the constraint when you are doing the constraint. But this, in this case, we wanted those which are partial because we want to also have them when you are calculating maybe a gold quantity in that mineral quantity in that block and whatever you are having. So from here, even if I switch off the topo, these are the blocks that we are having which are inside. Now sometimes there are some times when you want to see the blocks in different colors depending on their grade. You can now go to constrain, then you color, you go to block, sorry, then you say color by attribute, then you attribute color, I want the AU again, then the range, I want 0 up to 12,3. That's the grade that we have. Then we want a 2 meter interval, sorry, a 2 interval, I think 2 grams interval. Then you just refresh here. As you can see, it gives us these colors, meaning that anything which is, sorry, let me scan again. Okay, sorry, I was supposed to say scan. Anything less than 2 grams, it gives you us blue. Anything between 2 grams and 4 grams, it gives us this color shade of blue, I think it's cyan. Then we have 4 to 6, it will give us green. 6 to 8 lime green, and so forth, going to the highest grade, which is around 10 to 12. Then you just say apply. These are our blocks and they are grades, which means we are having higher grades here, and the lower grades here. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe so that we can make more videos like this. Thank you guys for watching.